What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. So, in my last video, I mentioned how Coach Cal was catching all types of strays, all types of disrespect from the media and certain members of Big Blue Nation as well. They would sleep on Coach, worried about him not adding depth, not having a roster to compete, and relying solely on a bunch of freshmen, right? Well, yeah. With the signing of Trey Mitchell, the West Virginia transfer, as well as bringing Antonio Reeves back, Sixth Man of the Year. He's done it again. Let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
So like we mentioned in the last video, speaking on Trey Mitchell, he went on his visit, and obviously things went really well. And I feel like it was a position where we mentioned the lack of depth up front, especially with the injury to Aaron Bradshaw, the foot fracture. Now you bring in a guy like Trey Mitchell, two-time All-Atlantic 10, had some success, averaged 11 points a game at West Virginia, explosive athlete, hybrid forward, can really get up and down the floor, springy, nice burst getting off the ground. Love that he has the post game where he can go over the shoulder with the hook, score it with his back to the basket, position himself and have success on the block. Uses that length to get shots off over taller defenders, and he can body up over smaller defenders. Love his fit with this system where he can really get up and down the floor, catch lobs, rim run, and just play above the rim, but also they can throw it into him as a reliable low post option as well, can get a bucket in that paint. And you get the veteran leadership, someone that's played in the NCAA tournament, that knows what it takes to win games at the college level. You got to surround all this young talent with veterans. They were worried that it wouldn't happen, that the front court would be in shambles without the main attraction, Bradshaw. But now you have another guy that's going to be able to impact the game on both ends of the floor, man. A high motor, hustle guy, fifth-year vet. This is exactly what John Calipari needed for this group. On top of that, you still have Uganda on the SO as well. Former four-star recruit. Love the additions. Now you have depth, you have legitimate size, and you have experience. And not only the forward positions, but also the guard position when you bring a guy that's also another fifth-year guy, Antonio Reeves, who can come in and be. I love how when those Duke teams where they have the Tyler Thorntons and the Greg Pauluses that can come in and be a defensive stopper, but can also come off the bench and score the basketball, bring that senior leadership, be a momentum changer. Duke always has those guys when they're really good, and I think this is where Reeves could come in, provide that scoring spark off the bench. Score points, run the offense, play defense, and just be a leader to these young guards, the DJ Wagners, the Rob Dillinghams of the world, the Reed Shepherds, can really go out there and just be that vet in their ear to show them, Kentucky culture and how they're moving, how things go in Lexington. Man, love the move, though, with the commitment of Mitchell. Coming in, making an immediate impact, will probably start at the 4 for this team, I'm thinking. How things are lining up, man. Just another athlete. And I'm excited to see him in this free, wide open, running gun, fast-paced style of play that Coach Cal in Kentucky will be able to play with the likes of Dillingham and Wagner, being able to find him in transition and get him involved. Major pickup, a guy that played in the some tough leagues, man. Played at West Virginia, played in some scrappy leagues, Big 12, Atlantic 10. So you bring that experience to shape out this roster. And there was so much talk, so much disrespect about how the length, the depth, the size of Kentucky, the freshmen, the youngsters weren't getting it done, weren't going to be able to get it done. They were going to have a 7-man rotation wasn't going to have the depth to get through the season. Coach Cal's done. He's not the guy to get it done at Kentucky. He's not the guy to win a ring at Kentucky. Well, we heard the noise, and we ain't forget about it. We not letting y'all off the hook that easy. And I tell you right now, a lot of those tweets and a lot of those Twitter experts that are out there, those takes are not going to age well, because I'm telling you, I thought this team had a chance to win the SEC before today. But now, I think they got to be the favorite to take the SEC, man. They're such a much more complete team now. They've got depth. They can rotate bodies in. They've got experience to pair with this youthful talent. Because, there haven't been a lot of teams since, other than Duke, that won, and Kentucky as well, starting, multiple freshmen like that, 3 freshmen. So now you got a guy that comes in Mitchell that can set the tone, play that 4 spot, provide some versatility, can spread the floor and shoot it too as well. So you provide that versatility where he opens things up. You got Bradshaw when he comes back. He can spread the floor, shoot the 3 ball. He opens things up. You got 5 guys that can play and score the basketball and space out the floor, man. They're going to be tough to guard. That's my initial takeaway. They're going to be extremely tough to guard. They're going to be able to throw different lineups at you depending on who the matchup is that night. They're going to be able to be versatile, and they're going to be long, man. They're going to be tough to score on, I think, man. John Calipari just done a masterful job staying consistent, staying resilient, and keeping his options open, man. It was a misfortune for West Virginia what happened, but hey, another man's misfortune can be another program's fortune. And this time around, it was absolutely the case. John Calipari getting it done once again. Got Kentucky rounded out really nice and ready to compete for another natty. Y'all was sleep on him. I didn't forget. I mentioned this in the last video, how Mitchell would be in play for Kentucky and probably end up signing there. And hey, look what happens. They get the veteran forward. Now, also in the SEC, I'll be remiss not to bring it up. Jalen Quinerly leaving Alabama after 3 seasons. Lost some playing time last year to freshman Jaden Bradley, who also is no longer on the team. And he's headed off to Arizona. So it'll be really interesting. It's kind of weird that he would transfer so late. I get, playing time. But it seems like his minutes would have the potential to go up. I mean, he was coming off of a torn ACL last year, so it was expected that, the load would be light. And then you got a 5-star prospect coming in as well that was, solidified, officially stamped at the point guard position. But with Bradley out the way, you would think Quinerly, coming off the injury now, more healthy, would take the reins back and be the lead one. But I don't know. Maybe Alabama had other plans in mind. Maybe Coach Oates told him something. I don't know. But he did release this statement. I can't say enough about Alabama basketball. My team, the staff, and all my Bama fans have been the greatest. You have embraced me and treated me like gold since day one. The relationships I've built have gone way beyond basketball, and that's something that has made my decision to enter the transfer portal so difficult for me. My basketball journey has been something that any student athlete would only dream about. It has definitely come with its share of ups and downs, but I was very fortunate to have such a beautiful support system to help me through some of my difficult moments. And I think that's what's making this message so emotional, but also so exciting to share with everyone. Part of my journey is taking risks and following my heart. Sometimes as time goes on, we know it's time to move on. Take risks and follow our heart. But this is truly a bittersweet moment for me. In my time here, we have set records together, won championships together, and we have made program history together. Thank you, Bama Nation, forever, for everything. Signing off, Jalen Quinerly. Now, we remember him from blowing up with the Jelly Fam, and he's had some success in college. Started out at Villanova, didn't really work out in Coach Wright's system, so he moved to Alabama, and it really helped rejuvenate this program, straight up. Really helped rejuvenate this program and get it to national prominence over the last 3 years. He's been a crucial part of leading that backcourt. And I'm honestly surprised to see him leave, but he must have some other opportunities lined up. Maybe he wants to go back home up in like the north, Jersey area. Maybe, New York, somewhere like that. Maybe he wants to go back to his homeland, Philly area, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he wants to go back up north. I don't know. But He's done at Alabama. He's done some good things there. There's been some ups and downs, I agree. But I think he's developed as a lead ball handler there, being able to initiate the offense. He's improved on his jumper, and he's just become a better player than he was 3 years ago, flat out. Bama Nation should have no regrets, man. No love lost. JQ definitely did his thing while he was at Bama. Respect to him. Yeah, I was surprised, though, after 3 seasons, him going and getting out of there, man. Just surprised. I mean, coming back, having that extra year of eligibility. He's a graduate transfer, so he's using the grad year, and he's going to go play somewhere else where he'll have an opportunity to get more playing time. That's the word on the street. So I was kind of surprised by that. But anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments, how y'all feel about the situation, both situations, and what's the outlook on the SEC now, man? What we feeling like, Big Blue Nation? How we feeling, Roll Tide? Y'all holler at your boy. For all the latest and the greatest, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, we out.